Hi everyone, just been down to get my fortnightly coins from Willy's milk bar, and I've got $180 worth today, so I haven't been in here yet. So I've got $100 of twos, there's a couple of coronations, $100 of ones, $10 of 20s, $10 of 50s and $10 of 10s. So 180 all up. So let's see what we've got today. Okay, after checking the $100 worth of $2 coins, I'm going to keep two of those, and that's the 2018 Invictus games, and that's 5.4 million on that, but nice coin. A lot of design gone in there. Would have been nice with some colour. Then here I've got Mr. Squiggle, 2019 Woolworths release, and there was four of them that they released. So you got this one's Gus. He's probably second hardest to find. Mr. Squiggle himself is probably the hardest. And then you got Bill and Blackboard. And Blackboard I've got, well, I wouldn't say too many, I've got about 5. This will be the third Gus that I've got. I've got 2 Mr. Squiggles now, but 1 really, because the other one's not very good. So just the 2, and here, just to show you out of that $100 of 2s, I got 1 large head 1999 variety, and 1 standard small head 2001. So on the 2001 we're looking for the large head, which is the IRB underneath the queen there is all spaced. So I never got any large head. And the 1999, this is the variety, but they're a dime a dozen. You'll find 10 of these or more till you'll find 1 standard size head like this one, a standard size head, where this legend is away from the rim further than this one. So the large head, it's right up close, but it's so small, I keep saying it's about 1/8 of a mil. It is so hard to distinguish. But the variety on the 1999, you can get them easy. Look, just every time you'll get one. It's the small head standard that I can't find very many of, and at 10 to 1 they've minted 35 million of these, so you're talking 3.5 million small heads, and possibly lower. So look out for the small head 1999 standard and the large head 2001 with the all spaced IRB. Anyway, we'll check the 50 cents now. Okay, so out of $10 worth of 50s, I've scored really well, I've got to say. You know, $10 from Willy's, amazing. I just did $240 worth to get 4 of them. I found 4, which I was quite amazed at that, but $10 and 2. Anyhow, so what I got was a real nice 1972 5mm. Second lowest down there under the 1985. 73 is the lowest at 3mm. And then I got this 1975. It's absolutely stunning. And on the back, it's just beautiful. It's turned it up really lovely. It's probably about an EF under there, I'd say. EF plus. And on this side, you know, it's this side, you know, it's basically almost uncirculated. The only thing is, it's got all the rust spots all over it, unfortunately. And I'm tossing them whether to keep it or not. They made 19 million of them. It's a lovely coin, and I'm sort of thinking I don't care about those spots. It's too nice a coin to just toss in there. So I'm going to keep it. You never know, I'll give it away one day to somebody that needs a 75 until they get a better one to upgrade. But yeah, sometimes these give a bit of character to the coin too, I've got to say, you know. And I like that one, so I'm going to keep it. Then this one here, 2001 Federation reverse coat of arms design. It was released with the 9 states and territories 50-cent pieces, so whenever I sold them in 10s. I always made sure it was a 10 pack. That was this one included with the other 9 states. And very hard to find these in circulation in really nice condition. And so I'm going to keep that one. It's really good condition, and it's a good comparison for me for the errors that get on this coin, and that's all the trail lines that happens down here. Always move it around, and they're just like this stick. They're long, round, low. They're not die cracks. They're from build up of materials, and it makes furrows in the die, and it presses in and creates these trail lines, and they can start from here, go all the way up there. You can have short ones here, you can have multiple long ones right through all the design there, and it's always on this side of the coin, probably to about that point there, the max. It's never on this side, never. I've never found them, and they're always in vertical. They're never horizontal. Always vertical, always on the left hand side of these coins, and you can get very varying size and length, but the size really stays the same. It's quite funny, the long trail lines that you get stay pretty much uniform right through, and they could be spaced next to each other coming off all of this. Yeah, look for them, they're quite interesting. I did a close-up on them, the trail lines on the 2001, so take a look at that one. And then unbelievable 2019 JC coat of arms 50-cent pieces. As of today, they're still at the lowest mintage ever at 70,000. I have scored 5 now, and I think 2 2019 IRBs from Willy's. I mean, when I compared to what I've searched from him, if we said it was $1,200, $1,300, I've done like $13,000 from the bank. And from him, I've just got the Coronation, I've got all these, I've got the 2019 IRBs, heaps of errors, nice, real nice coins. Someone down there's got a hoard of these, because at 70,000 distributed Australia wide, I just can't understand the ratio that I'm getting from down there. Somebody must have a roll of them or something, they're using them. That's all I can figure. Anyhow, I'll now get on to the $1. Okay, after the $1, there was $50 of $1, and I've kept 5 coins from that. So the first one is a 2015 Anzac, which is the lowest mintage of the 5 Anzacs at 1.4 million. So you can get a 2014 22 mil, 2015 1.4 mil, 2016 at 2.9 mil, a 2017 Anzacs at 1.9 mil, and a 2018, which was the final one, at 2 mil. Then I got the post office A to Z. I got Y for Yowie. He looks really good, I like him. I think that's my second one of him that I've got. So I'm thinking about doing these up close with my macro 4K and show the designs on. I think they'll come up good. And then I got a 2003 women's suffrage $1 coin, and these coins have got 2 designs on them. This is the small design. There's a larger gap between the design and the rim, and this prong here is longer. The one that goes to the rim, it's a little bit longer. And I just happened to dig out one of my coins that I've already got, which is the large design. And you can see here, it's right up close. That prong there is nearly missing. And the design is wider around here. This is where they've done it for sure. Made it wider around the waistline here and extended it. So anyway, they're the two, the small design and the large design. So far that makes 4 small designs that I have versus 2, 4, 6 versus 8 large design. So at the moment it looks like the large design is 2 to 1, 2 large to 1 small. But there's no figures on which one is the variety. They're both varieties, but which one is the main coin and which one is truly the variety of it. Nobody knows that. The mint doesn't even know which ones they minted the most of. So those coins are high mintage, and those ones are 10 million, the mintage on them. So who knows, collect them yourselves and see if you end up with, like me at the moment, where I've got more large ones at 2 to 1 than them. So I've got 4 and 8. And then that leads me on to, I've got a 2010 $1, they're all $1, 2010. And this one I just picked it up, but it's got the smallest CUD right there on the kangaroo edge of his top shoulder, right shoulder. I'll do a close-up of that, it's really tiny. That was a good pick up anyway. And then this one here, this 1985, I've gone right over to put my microscope on it, and I've had a look through all of my magnifying glasses to see what's going on here. It's actually dipped here across, well, yep, it's dipped sort of there, and it dips all the way here, across there and around there, and there's a lip there. There's a ridge, really deep ridge there, and then here is a struck through. So there has been something on the die and it's gone down and struck through, and the difference between this and this is there's no design in there. It cuts off nicely. It's not a chunk out mark or nothing, it's all nice, clean, pressed down, nice edges. So that one's had, so it's had a bit of metal on there or something, looks like a wheat grain, but anything hard enough and it's pressed into there. This here, it can't be that because there wouldn't be any design. The design is actually all there, but it's pressed down into about a half mil lower than everywhere else. And then across here, it does the same. It presses down, there's a big lip on there. Nice lip, and on the edge here. And then looking at all these pit marks here, they're not struck throughs, they're actually pit marks, like, and on the edges, around the edges as well. And that's just bad metal. It's just got impurities in there, you know, it's just a bad metal that hasn't mixed up, it's tail end or whatever. And it's been, the planchet's been knocked out, and that design, considering it's all in there, that's down in the ditch, the II is down in there, it's minted, it's light, but it is minted, and it's down in the ditch. So something couldn't have gone on that and pressed it, because that wouldn't be there. It'd be mashed, and it's perfect, but it's down about 1/4 mil or so, half mil deeper. And so I'm getting that the the planchet was bad. So this dip and this here was all on the planchet. It'd been hit, buckled in, whatever. It hadn't been rolled out properly, and it's dinged in. But this bit was definitely something that was stuck to the die. So I've got a struck through on what I would say is a error planchet, bad planchet. Anyway, very nice find. Don't see many of them, that's for sure. Okay, so in the end I kept 21 coins all together for $12.70. I'll do a close-up on this one and this one. These ones you don't need to, they're pretty basic, you should be able to see it there. Okay, we'll do the 20 cents now. That's all I kept from that $10 worth, was two 2007 broad 7 varieties. So the 7 leg here is wider. It's pointy, but it's sort of roundish. It's a different point to the thin 7. The O's on this are more elliptical in the center. You'll see that on the normal 7s, 2007 thin date, you'll see they're more of a circle. These are oval. And the end of the 2 on this one is short and round like a ducktail. And the standard thin 7-2 is more straight up with a square finish on the serif. So that's alright, 2 of them. Don't come across them all the time. Okay, now we'll do the 10 cents. So after the 10 cent noodle, $10 of 10s, got a couple of coins here. So 2 1972s at 12.5mm. They're collectibles down there in the 70s, in fact the only ones. Them, and then the 1985. So from 85 and under, I've just got them for, you know, keep the 72s, the rest are all high mintage. Then I've got Lovely, you know, from Willy's again, 2019 JC 10 cent, 3.9 million. Don't see many of them. 3 2020 JC 10 cents. These are all 10 cent pieces. All 10s. No mintage figure, so we'll keep them until we get them. Only 10 cents, save a bit of cash if they're a big mintage, and just spend them. Keep your best ones. And then here got one 2001 large head variety 10 cents, and the IRB underneath the Queen's head there is all spaced. So that's a good score. And a 2008 with the tiniest of tiny CUDs just starting in the feather there. I've only had 2 2008 with CUDs on the tail, and they've been a little bit bigger than that. So this is basically round the start of those other ones that I had. I think I might have one still. Yeah, so that's round the start of when it was starting to chip the die. So I'll show a close-up of that. Give you a little close-up of that again, just to remind you what to look for with the all-spaced IRB on the 2001 10 cent. And it applies for the 20 cents as well. And it applies on the $1, and it applies on the $2. All of that same year. Okay, so that's it. Very nice. Anyway, that's it for today. And thanks a lot again. And until my next noodle, thanks and bye-bye.